Hey fellow Vault Dwellers, it's Angry Turtle, and today we are back at the Guardian place. This time with a pro version of Guardian Takedowns, the fastest of the fastest possible that you can achieve endgame for both the Ghoul and the Human. I will be starting with the Human, then I will jump into Ghoul. Just very quickly, for beginners in here that are failing with this method so far, if you cannot take down shield with one shot from Assaultron head, the most common mistakes are Assaultron head is not quad limb damage. If that's not star number 1 and 2, it will not work. Second common mistake, that's critical is not charged. Regular shot will not take down the shield. Another common mistake, if you have grounded mutation, you can see I don't. If you have grounded mutation, it will not work. If you are missing Eagle Eyes mutation, it will not work. If you are not in caution before firing, so you are in danger before firing the Assaultron head, it will not work as well. It's go beyond saying, if you modified my original beginner build, it will not work. The beginner build contains minimum required to achieve the goal. Now this one is more than minimum required to achieve the goal. But in case of Assaultron head and the shield, it is intentionally the minimum. So I do have minimum required to take down the shield because I want to transfer all the possible perks for the damage after I switch weapon to Enclave Plasma. So I have all the damage that I can imagine. The lock and load is not really needed as we are not reloading. This one is here just in case I forget to reload Enclave Plasma and I will need during the combat. The important ones, Bullet Storm, Easy Target, Shotgun Jump for 10% bonus damage, always something. Standard Under Perception, this is a must, there is like no customization for this category if you want to take down Guardian fast. We do run Tenderizer, we don't really need anything under Endurance, so that's mostly skip. Ned Rage as we are human, will be full health on Ghoul, so if you worry about can you do that at full health? In a second, on a Ghoul. Science for damage, some carry weight, greater if I would choose to use Bubblehead, currently not running Bubblehead. Gunsmith, Weapon Artisan, that to fix Assaultron head. This time we have Polish 4-star Legendary on it, so I can drop a little bit of Modern Renegade ranks. So a little bit less limb damage needed. So Covered Operative for damage, all the Onslaught mechanics, and for some max out, Modern Renegade only rank 1. If you are missing something, you will need to give up on Gunslinger and up the Modern Renegade, or maybe give up on something else and even max out Modern Renegade. That's the minimum required for me to achieve one-shot limb kill, like the shield kill. Then extra damage under luck from better criticals for the opening shot, and other stuff is really irrelevant. The only one important is Psychopath. This is the perk that makes it possible to have a critical ready for your Assaultron head for follow-up runs. Without this card, your critical will not magically refill itself, so make sure this card is included. It's not a mistake, this is a key card. Legendary perks, follow-through is important here. Now we do have it maxed out, so you can see full damage, and I will do full run and reset follow-up run, so you will see that it's working back to back and it's not a one-time thing. Did I forgot something? Yes, I did not show you the weapon. So the weapon we are using here, Enclave Plasma Rifle, the Flamer Mode, Furious Weapon Speed Intelligence, Pinpointers for extra damage. It does have a scope. Which scope? It doesn't matter. It must be a scope. Prime Capacitor, Flamer Barrel, which one doesn't matter. Which stock doesn't matter. And I almost forgot to show armor on the Human. Surprisingly, unyielding is enough, and what we are running here is my experience farming armor. Secret Service, unyielding. So that is enough for the stealth. With high enough agility, Guardian doesn't see. It's all +2 intelligence on the 2nd star. 4 pieces are Rangers. So a lot of damage. Yes, it's 4-star set. Unyielding 4-star set. Under armor doesn't really matter too much. I still have my intelligence 1. It does add a little bit of damage to science, and I don't need any more agility. I seem to have just enough to stay hidden. So that's out of the way. Let's press the button. So pressing the button about where I'm sitting, what do I mean above the light, is on this ramp. There are 2 lights on the floor, and when I aim down, like if I aim at the light, if I aim as low as possible, that means I'm probably in the right spot. And so yeah, I forgot to fully charge it, and I'm using a food for crit damage. Otherwise, I would be a little bit short. So blind soup, you do need it. And now we crit, we switch, and we melt the Guardian. And look at that! Look how fast it's melting. All full-blown human build. It's like 10 seconds, roughly 10 seconds. Takedown depend how quickly I press buttons. And as you can see, usually this plasma, I was asked about those plasma balls, they somehow fly above my head. I don't know why. Are you getting hit by them? I am not. It's probably important that I am in first person view, as that determines that I don't know if setting for field of view affects that, but I have like 75. Is that standard? 70 or 75 is standard. Close. Definitely first person versus third person view. It will change what will hit you and what will not. So now we have 1 run of the way. Always reload. Remember to reload. Go to data. It will be under side, but it's back. So go to main, back to side, and now it appears. Reset the quest. We are just outside, running back in. As we are running, we can already start charging Assaultron Head. As we need some decent, like we need full. It need to be 20 charges. Okay, not decent charges. It need to be full, so we can already charge it as we are running back. We are in, and I'm cutting now only the loading screen, so you can see entire run, the follow-up run. For the first run, of course, you need to charge your critical on the mole miners outside or go somewhere else to charge critical for Assaultron Head. So you cannot do that without the critical. That's just a friendly reminder, one more time, that it will not work if your critical is not pre-charged before you get into here. And placing myself above the lamp, and that's how it looked like in third person view, so that's exactly when I'm sitting, but we want to use first person. For some reason works better, so it's important to use first person. The Guardian is emerging. Get ready, make sure his health bar appear. On private server you don't need to wait very long, because I am on private server, but on adventure it's oops, and of course press the wrong button and grab the wrong weapon. Supposed to be smooth. Okay, Pepper Shaker would work, but it's much slower. I tested Pepper Shaker, much slower. That's how fast it goes. Done. Press the reload button. And now you may wonder, how annoying is that every shot from Assaultron Head, your health is dropping and you have more rats. But there is very easy fix. All you need to use is the Brahmin milk. That heals a tiny bit of radiation. So every 3 runs, you pop like 1 bottle of Brahmin milk, and that is sorted. And you are ready to go and run again. You can reset, run again. Now, the Ghoul. Let's switch for the Ghoul. I will show you how well it works. Full health on Ghoul. And very important to be on a team. Even if you are solo, create a casual team, as that's boosting your special. So I need some glow on my Ghoul. And now, where the first critical comes from, that's here. You just kill those guys in that, so your critical bar will be charged. And after it's charged, you are ready to go. So that's what you need to do first, and reload, just so you don't run into reload when fighting the Guardian. And now what build we are using on the Ghoul. So legendary pair cards, almost the same, not exactly, but the same idea. 25 special bonus and follow through. Then cards, almost all the same, with some tiny exceptions. What is possible on Ghoul and what is not possible on humans. So we do have glowing criticals here. So we need a little bit more limb damage. Without Nerd Rage and going low health, and as well I'm a carnivore on a Ghoul, it's harder to achieve enough damage to one-shot the shield. Therefore, we do have Enforcer rank 2, Modern Renegade max out, and I dropped 1 rank of Covert Operative. Other stuff, there is no Nerd Rage, as we don't need it in here. I I'm a carnivore on this character, so it's a little bit harder as my food for crit damage, the T, is only 50% crit damage. That's why we needed more stuff. About the gear, it's very similar, at least weapons. So Quad Assault on head is exactly the same. Then our Furious Enclave, almost the same. And then armor. In here I'm running full set of Chameleon plus 2 agility as I cannot be low health. On a human, surprisingly, unyielding is good enough. So on a human I'm running unyielding as recently Guardian lost a little bit of his sight. I don't know what happened, but his vision is getting worse. He needs some glasses. So it's not as hard to sneak on the side of the Guardian as it used to be. I don't really know what happened with the Guardian, and that may change in the future, and if that will change, we'll need to add more stealth, like sneak per card or something like that. For now we don't need it, so we can use it for more damage, which is very welcome. I prefer more damage. And how well will that go on the Ghoul? So the same spot, the same idea, sitting exactly in this spot, but this time we are invisible. Charging fully the Assault on head. The critical is prepared. Everything is done. Should be just enough damage to take down the shield with one shot. And that's a full health. We do have our Ghoul perks, but full health this time around. And switching to Plasma. This time I switched quite smoothly, didn't I? The right weapon first time around. I didn't switch to anything else. And roughly 10 seconds, it's dead. I know I will put 10 seconds on the thumbnail if you will calculate that. And I actually took 11 or 12, depend on my run. My apologies. It's roughly 10 seconds. It's as fast as it's gonna be. I could use temporary buffs like Psycho buff, some kind of a T, and magazine, and ally buff. But the thing is, collecting all those buffs, honestly, will take more time than just running Guardian back to back. So if speed is consideration, collecting all the possible temporary buffs to cut down a second from each run, that overall with running back to the Guardian, waiting for it and so on, is around roughly 2 minutes total between runs. Cutting 1 second of the fight will not do much of a difference. We are about as fast as it is already possible. Only this crit damage boost is needed, as without crit damage boost, you can play without food. You just need to switch your Enforcer to max out Enforcer, give up on Gunslinger, so the kill phase will be about a second slower. So we can sacrifice 1 more second and forget about temporary bonuses. And that being said, I hope you enjoyed this update about the pro version of Guardian Takedown for Ghoul and Human. Let me know what you think and if it works for you. I hope it does. And that being said, see you in the next one.